Well, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to Kitchen Table TCG. My name is Louie. I hope you're having yourself a fantastic day. Today, we're going to talk about investing and collecting and where to put some money in 5 different TCGs. We're going to hop in, talk about what I think is a farce in the market and what I think is going to do really good over the next 12 to 18 months, that kind of thing. If you want to hear more of this kind of stuff, head on over to KitchenTableTCG.com, hop in the Discord server, make sure you hit subscribe, hang out with me here on the channel stuff. Things that I think are doing really good and are going to continue to do really well. Lord of the Rings. I know I was pretty negative towards Lord of the Rings early on in the year, but man, was I wrong. And Lord of the Rings, I don't think it matters which one you go for. I would probably try to have a little bit of both of them. But this box, you can basically not get any more from distro. They're basically out, which is a big deal. And you got great cards, obviously the reprints and really good stuff in both boxes. But particularly Lord of the Rings, the first booster box. Have you seen the serialized? Prices are going absolutely insane, between $4,000 and $7,000 for serialized, the one of 300s. You're seeing extremely expensive prices into the 2000s, even on the lower serial number ones. The ones that have more of, not lower, but those are doing really well. You have reprints there, not reprints, but really staple cards that are doing good. High-end chase things that allow the boxes to creep up in value because of people opening them on whatnot and that kind of stuff. The thing that I think is not doing super well for Magic is not Innistrad, but just sealed booster boxes in whole from older Magic sets. Innistrad, for one, has gotten completely wrecked. I mean, you used to have Snapcaster Mage, you used to have Liliana of the Veil, really wanted, have now gotten power creeped, reprinted. There's just no value within the box anymore. Add on to that now we are doing remastered sets, and there's not even really like a nostalgia factor for old draft boxes. If you know that Innistrad Remastered is going to come out and you're going to be able to draft the set, you don't really even need to have the booster box that you did maybe in the past to say, hey, maybe in the future I'll draft it with my friends down the line. That's really sad to me. I have a lot of sealed Magic product. I don't think it's going to crash. I don't think it's going down. It just seems like it's not the best place to put your money currently if you are buying things with the intention of investing. I just don't think the long-term growth of old Magic sealed product is going to be there with the way that new product is. Same price box here. The amount of money that you have potential to pull from something like this is just so much better. There's no reason for this stuff to go up. So my money would go into Lord of the Rings. You could go into the serialized cards. I think that's obviously more risky. But at the end of the day, as long as those serialized cards are holding considerable value, these have a lot of room to move up, and they're seeing a lot of people opening them. All right, let's move over to Pokemon. Pokemon, man, things that I think are hot. 151. Particularly booster bundles. So there was not a booster box for 151, but man, this set has brought so many people into this game from the people who were watching in the pandemic to people just hanging out who want to crack the original 151 cards that they know and they love. I think Scarlet and Violet 151 is going to be better than Celebrations. I think it's going to do better than that long term, and Celebrations has done really well. So whether you go sealed, if you go sealed, I would go for a booster bundle case like this because there was no box. This is, like, in my opinion, the most bang for your buck in terms of packs. And definitely something that I think will be seen as the sealed product to hold long term. But you could also go singles. This is actually a 151 set that my daughter and I put together from cracking packs and opening and having fun. So you could do something like this. This is remarkably cheap. I think if you went to eBay to pick this up, I think it's only like $500 and $700, $550, $700, something like that for a complete master set of 151. This could be a great place to start your little Pokemon endeavor there. So 151, I'm super bullish on because of the history of the Pokemon, and then obviously Pokemon's just it's go anyway. But things that I feel like is a little bit of a trap. A little bit of the trap is secret rare alt arts from Sword and Shield era. These things are getting dangerously close in price, especially in the PSA 10s, dangerously close to the price where I start saying, why would you not Pokemon card of a similar value? Something that has tried and true, iconic, like if that card hits $800 in a PSA 10, why would you not just choose a Charizard? A decently high grade, unlimited graded PSA Charizard. I don't know why you wouldn't choose that. So for me, these cards are a little bit of a trap. It's a little bit of a trap, but we'll see how that works out. I've been wrong on modern cards like that before. I have quite a few of these, but I just think right now they're getting too expensive to see what they're worth. But all right, let's go to Sorcery. For me, the Sorcery win is always going to be alpha boxes. I think alpha boxes on Sorcery are continuously the investment that I would say if you have the money to pick up. Obviously, a case is really expensive, but alpha booster boxes is where I would go. I think this game is absolutely phenomenal. The collectability is insane, and people are absolutely loving it. Gameplay is super fun too, and you're going to have that community growing, especially with the next set. But the alpha product's always going to be the king, in my opinion. And obviously, I have I do love singles, but with as many people opening this product on Whatnot, on YouTube, just in general opening the product, the sealed product right now has a ton of potential compared to the amount of singles that are enter the market as a result of those people opening products. So that's always something I fear, and you don't have to really worry about the boxes. Now, also, the liquidity on stuff like that is just really easy. Let's go to the negative side, playmats. I know we joked about this on the podcast, but there's going to be a lot of really cool playmats coming out for Sorcery. It's going to happen. They have the best artwork in the whole world. Look, they have the greatest artwork in the whole world. There's going to be a lot of really cool Sorcery playmats. I'll tell you that there will be more that you want. And you don't need to have every Sorcery playmat. You don't need to go all in. Take playmats for what they are, to play the game, to maybe, display if you like to do that kind of stuff. But don't go super heavy on them, because playmats can always, I guess we don't know, but they could always get reprinted. They're, definitely not as easy to not fake, if that makes sense, because they're just neoprene, that kind of stuff. I don't really see playmats as an investable thing in Sorcery. That being said, if you have ones that you want, if you want to get the art to play with and that kind of thing, that's a completely different game. I'm talking about investing for just the sake of investing. All right, let's get into the last game. For the Rebellion, you got booster boxes. You've got the showcase foils. All right, booster boxes are a trap right now, in my opinion. These are a trap right now. Unless you're opening for singles, because that actually might not be a trap, but booster boxes are a trap, in my opinion. There is going to of booster boxes in December is what they have said. Now, they could shock us. I speculated on the podcast that maybe they will shock us and it will be like an unlimited reprint, right? It will be a different box. Maybe it will have different showcases in it, something wild like that. I hope they don't do that. If they did do that, everything in this video is pointless, and like those booster boxes are the way to put your dough. But I don't think that I would be putting a lot of money in the price of a Star Wars booster box. I would instead pick up these. These have not gone up a ton as the box price has gone up, and I do think that when the box price goes down, these may come down, but also people will want to finish their sets, and these are really cool, and they got so expensive so quick that I don't see a huge negative floor on these, because as they go down in value, people are going to pick them up because they're so freaking awesome. So that's my thoughts. I'm very curious. These games, the things that I would pick up, the only thing I didn't touch on, I realized in the middle of this video, would be Lorcana. Honestly, I would say pretty much the same thing for Lorcana. I would be focusing on Chapter 1 booster boxes. Could always get reprinted, but those enchanted, people really want them. If Star Wars and Lorcana feel very similar to me in terms of their release cadence and the things that are going on. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Again, if you want to hop into the Discord server, KitchenTableTCG.com. Hop in, chat about all the games, chat with me. We can hang out. Have a great day. Be kind to the people around you. We'll see you again next video.